Hey, how's it going everyone? Hello fellow adventurers. Thanks for tuning into a brand new adventure with Adventuring Art. Thanks for taking the time to stop in. You might have noticed things look a little different today. I'm actually filming from, the camera's actually in my garage, pointed towards the road here. And I've got some vehicles behind me in the backdrop here. And you might notice that I might be missing something. Well, whoa, where's Silver? What happened? Well, let me rewind the tape here so you can check this out. Our tornado and Iceman just after the thunderstorm. Tornado sirens are firing off. We got a lot of hail, large hail, a lot of damage, but we made tornado has passed us, so we are in the clear. Thank you, Lord. Whew, look at the hail. Look at that. All right, Tornado Man, Hail Man. That's going to be my new name and my new mission for the rest of this video here. So there was a tornado that came through our neighborhood that way, which is to my south. I'll throw up a video, a quick clip right now on the screen, and you can see there was a guy in the backyard. He was just filming this little twister that was riding through in his backyard, literally a stone's throw. I mean, he was laughing at the face of death right in front of him. Isn't that the true Texan way to just pull out your lawn chair? Hey, there's just a tornado in the backyard, and lightning striking all around him. It was pretty intense. So we had a ton of tail damage. We had a ton of hail damage. Oh, battery died. So we had a ton of hail damage, just a ton. Literally, this vehicle, it's kind of hard to see the damage, but I'll throw some pictures up on here on the screen. The windshield needs to be completely replaced. The hood just it's with the white on our bright white reflection from the cloud cover. It's hard to see the dents, but I can kind of make it out from here that it looks just like cottage cheese, all on the top. Silver is no longer with us. We had to take her to a repair shop. Fortunately, I was able to get her checked in. This is the rental car. This is Silver number 2. We'll call this baby Silver because this is tiny. But yeah, Silver is in the shop right now getting repaired. The whole hood is just cottage cheese, the roof, the windshield, even the mirror had this nasty ding in it where it actually took a chunk of plastic off and it actually cracked the mirror itself. The mirror is just spiderwebbed on the side, and it's one of those fancy ones that have the blinker in it, and it's got the lets you know if there's someone in the other lane. It warns you if you are entering into that lane and a person's there, it starts beeping at you. So there's a lot of fancy sensors, so I know that mirror is going to be replaced. Hail marks all down the side of the body. And I don't, it's not totaled. I wouldn't think. This one is probably going to be totaled out because basically the rule of thumb, is what I've been told, is if the amount of damage supersedes 60% of the value of the vehicle, and this vehicle is valued about $18,000 right now. So if it's more than, let's just say, maybe $10,000, which odds are, from what I'm seeing from my neighbors are getting estimates on, they're getting upwards of 15,000 plus for similar type cars. Then they're going to total it out. And Mrs. Adventuring Art would happen to get a new car if that happens. So we're kind of hoping they'll total it out. That way we can go ahead and get her a vehicle, because she's really never been happy too much with the Pathfinder. Lots of little issues here and there. The daughter Adventuring Art, both daughters, plural, Adventuring Art, they all have damage. They have, they're kids, right? So cheaper cars. their cars are definitely totaled out. So they're going to be driving around with the cottage cheese. We'll call them Dimples. So Dimple 1 and Dimple 2. At least they'll get new windshields, but most likely they're just completely totaled out. So 3 totaled out vehicles most likely is what we're looking at here, and getting old Silver repaired. So let's see, let's hope, cross your fingers, do a prayer if you do that, and let's see if we can make sure Silver gets back up to running condition, and Mrs. Adventuring Art gets a brand new car out of the deal, and make her happy, because definitely we want to bless her. She works hard and we want to be able to bless her. So having said all that, it's hail damage, right? It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I feel fine, right? We're healthy. We didn't hurt, injure ourselves. The house, on the other hand, did sustain a significant amount of damage. We're going to need a brand new roof, new gutters, new garage door. Pretty much all the exterior pots and plants, everything got just obliterated with the hail. So we're going to need to do quite a bit of, here comes that deductible, that 1% deductible that we always hear of with the homeowner's insurance policy. That's about to happen. So, rewinding the tape. With all that, today's video is definitely not like your typical adventure video where I'm going out in the wild, but I just wanted to at least give you an update. I didn't have a chance this week to really go out and do any type of adventuring filming because I've been dealing with insurance claims, contractors knocking on my door every 5 minutes, asking for my business to fix my cars and fix my house. Yeah, so that's basically it, folks, today. Just a short video, kind of giving you an update, what's going on. Silver's damaged. Keep Silver in your thoughts, because we definitely want to take her on another adventure. I already started getting quotes on a camper top. What I'm envisioning is I'll throw a picture up on the screen of this camper top that you can see here. It's basically it's a high rise that I can go in there, and I've got some ideas of maybe setting a cot or turning it into a double so Mrs. Adventuring Art can come whenever she wants to. Most of the time it'll just be me, or my kids will do some tent camping on the ground. But I'm thinking what I want to do is I'd like to have a little cabinet on one wall that goes around the wheel well, and maybe a little sink. I kind of just do something really creative where I could do some storage and just do some really cool boondocking, hook up my battery array, have a spot for that, have a spot for my cooler, and just do something really creative with the, if I get the camper top, and maybe a felt lining on the top and on the ground for the floor. So that may be coming in the future. I've been pricing it out, I've been looking at it, but now that we've had all this hail damage, I've got to worry about deductibles. So Mr. Adventuring Art's money is going to be floating off into deductible land, and floating off into the deductible land, floating off over there. But yeah. But having said that, thank you for tuning in again to another fresh video, a Friday afternoon video with Adventuring Art. I may post this Saturday, maybe Sunday, just depending on how busy I'm not. But yeah, check out some of my other videos. I just did a really cool video about talking about 12-volt power energies. Had this thing knocked out the power in my house, and I lost power because of the little mini tornado that was floating by. Having these 12-volt batteries in the inverter would have come in handy, and I was just talking about that this last weekend. So the fact that that I just made that video made it really apropos. If you're in Tornado Alley like I am, then yeah, have a backup power solution, or even if you're in an area that has propensity to any type of weather calamity or natural disaster, right? You might want to consider having some type of solution. So be sure you check that video. I'll link to that right up here, ding, and yeah, and I'll also link to a playlist to more battery and power solutions. I'll also put a link to my last adventure outing when I went camping with a group of guys. Be sure to check that as well. And if you haven't, please, 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 I love you. I'm thankful that you tuned into the channel, but please make sure you subscribe. That's really what counts on YouTube. So if you do, hit subscribe. I'll be your best friend. Well, you're all my best friends. You guys always leave really great and encouraging comments. You guys are the best YouTube audience out in the world. I just love engaging with you, and I'm very thankful that you've taken the time to watch today's video. So just a quick, brief update. I know I'm very long-winded.
It's like going on a date with a chatty Cathy doll. I expect you to have a little string on your chest, that I pull out and have to snap back. Except I wouldn't pull it out and snap it back. You would.
So I'll cut this video short. Thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you guys on the next adventure. Later, folks.